Want to give a big shout out to Ultron041, the newest member of the 8-Bit Heroes family. Big shouts out to you. So if you'd like to be shouted out on our next video, then you know what to do. Hit that like button, share the video out to some people, and do us the biggest honor of all and hit that subscribe button. That being said, on to the video. So Disney Star Wars The Book of Boba Fett Season 1. More like the Book of Boba Filler Season 1. Jesus Christ. So, out of 7 episodes of this series, or whatever you want to call it, they literally have 3 episodes that are worth a damn, and 2 of them don't have Boba Fett in it at all. Let's get into it. So, the Book of Boba Filler is a 7-episode long Disney Plus series, which is supposed to be showing the life of Boba Fett after the events of the season finale of The Mandalorian. And oh my god. So we take the most deadly bounty hunter in Star Wars history. We pacify him. We give him a super capable assassin sidekick who is way more effective than he is. We let him get beat up. He barely uses most of his tools to his detriment. And then we crap on all, and I do mean all, of the Star Wars canon coming before this series. Let me explain. So, first and foremost, let's tackle the look of this series. This series looks cheap. From Boba Fett's Durasteel armor, and I'm using the word Durasteel very, very carefully because in this series, they literally shit on canon to the point where they say that Boba Fett's cheap-ass armor that is not Beskar is actually Beskar armor. Any person that knows the Star Wars canon knows that this is not true. For instance, it has a big dent in the helmet. There's a reason, and it's not aesthetic. It's because his armor is not as strong as Beskar. Moving on. The show looks cheap. His armor looks cheap. The sets look cheap. Every bit of the costume design looks cheap. This could have gone as a CW show, even though it has the full backing and budget of the might of Disney behind it. Are you serious? And what makes it worse is that The Mandalorian looks so good in comparison to this. So you know that they had the money, they just didn't spend it on this. So that's strike 1. Next, it was boring. The first 4 episodes of this series are some of the most boring schlock I've ever seen from a character who's usually all about that action. I'm talking about paint drying, boring. Oh my god. Then we have Boba Fett being a beta the entire series. I'm talking about he has no will of his own. Every suggestion that somebody makes, oh, that's cool. Every time he could be, I don't know, action oriented or at least have some sort of motivation, he just cucks out and does whatever everybody else wants him to do. This show is so bad that it literally had to lean on references and cameos throughout the entire show just to make it watchable in the last 3 episodes. So, let's count all of the different cameos and references, shall we? And I know I'm gonna miss some, but I'm gonna do all of the ones I can remember off the top of my head. We have Cad Bane, Din Djarin from The Mandalorian, Grogu from The Mandalorian, Marshall Cobb Vanth from The Mandalorian, Black Chrysanthemum from the extended universe and or Rebels and or other situations where we've seen this particular bounty hunter, Ahsoka Tano, Luke freaking Skywalker, BD-1 from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the video game, and the 2 leftover Mandalorians, including the Armorer from the last season of The Mandalorian. Literally, every single solitary character that they could stuff in this series just so people would continue watching this boring filler of a show. This show doesn't move the storyline an iota except for moving the characters of the Mandalorian forward. Every other character really isn't doing anything in this series. It is complete and utter filler, just so they can figure out what to do until Pedro Pascal's situation and schedule open up after filming The Last of Us for HBO so they can film another season of The Mandalorian. Oh my God, there was no preparation done here. You can tell by little things, such as the actor that plays Boba Fett being completely out of shape. Dude had a beer gut the entire series. I'm talking about pudging out of the armor. This was ridiculous. 3 episodes. You can literally watch the last 3 episodes of this series and not have missed anything. That's how bad this is. I enjoyed episodes 5, 6, and 7. I really did. I really liked seeing what came of Grogu. They kind of need to stop with the Luke Skywalker deep fake CGI stuff. It's getting a little strange. It's hitting that uncanny valley territory, and I don't know how to feel about it now, especially seeing him in outdoor settings. And then there's Grogu, who's always fun to see. But they literally relied on the previous series and a damn puppet in order to make the most sinister and deadly bounty hunter in the galaxy interesting. How do you mess this up? I can't. In any case, you have all of the factions finally coming together on Tatooine to stop essentially what is drug dealing going down on Tatooine. That they're not going to say that because this is still supposed to be a family-friendly show, but they're basically stealing the idea of the spice from Dune. They're stealing that idea and putting it as a drug that is being run on Tatooine through this syndicate. It is silly. All right, but I digress. Let's put a number on this. I am giving the Book of Boba Fett a 5 out of 10, and that is being generous. You guys let me know if I'm overreacting, if you just feel like maybe I'm being way too harsh on this, but I don't think so. Let me know in the comments section below, and we'll see you guys on the next one. 8-Bit Heroes out. Peace.